guys, and welcome back to another vlog. We're officially bringing the vlogs back in 2026. This was one of my goals. When I moved here, we just had a lot going on and I honestly just wanted some time to get settled in. But we are settled and it's Sunday and we're preparing for the week ahead. So I'm currently packing my lunch for tomorrow. So what's been going on with me? Working. I'm currently on my temp dentist journey. I will share that in a second. Peach, please do not stop braiding my toes. Wedding planning is in full swing because it is officially, gosh, I think like tomorrow it's gonna be 5 months until the wedding. So we have our wedding invites that I'm packing back there. I'm not gonna share like the wedding prep vlog until the wedding because I don't want to like spoil anything or like show the venue or anything like that. So we're gonna have a little wedding series like the week before the wedding, full of a bunch of vlogs for you guys. It'll be like wedding vlogmas. And what else? I just got back from way too much travel in the month of December. We had 2 weddings and 2 families in different areas to visit. So it was a lot, but things are finally starting to feel normal again. I talked about this on my TikTok. If you guys don't follow me on TikTok, I've been posting there every single day for like the past like 2 to 3 months. So in terms of my goals for the year, I'm trying to like expand a little bit what I'm doing on YouTube. So I actually am prepping for a bunch of new activewear brands that I've never tried before that you guys requested for many years and I've avoided for reasons that we will explain in the video. So we have a bunch of new activewear brands and then I have some plans of doing like some different videos, like maybe regular clothing, maybe not even activewear. So stay tuned for that. I also read 50 books in 2025 and I think that's like the max amount that I would read. And I don't have any specific number goals. I didn't have any specific number goals last year because I feel like that turns reading into like a chore rather than like a fun escape, which is what it's supposed to be. But I kind of just read a lot of books from the same authors last year. So my goal this year, read new authors, read some new styles, kind of just get out of my reading comfort zone a little bit, but I still will read anything Allie Hazelwood comes out with, and she's got a new book coming in February, so we're pumped. And one of my goals was to get back to sharing vlogs and things. So here we are, upholding those goals. All right, here's my little snack bowl for work tomorrow. Got some bell peppers, some Simple Mills crackers, cottage cheese, hummus, a little cheese stick in there, 2 little Lynch truffles. I got these at Costco. They're the pistachio ones. And then some dried fruit. If I have a really heavy meal while I'm at work, it makes me too sluggish to function for the rest of the day. And I've heard like other healthcare people say this, but I just gotta keep it light if I wanna be like quick on my feet in the afternoon, which, you know, we all know that I have to do. So lunch is packed. Okay, we're doing a bit of a Sunday reset day, so I need to clean up a bunch of stuff from reviews that I did this past weekend. I filmed yesterday, and if I'm good, I can put away all my stuff after filming, but I was not good yesterday and did not put away all of my stuff. And then I just got some new packages, so I need to kind of organize everything. So we're gonna like reorganize my room a little bit, get everything organized, because if my space is messy, then my brain is messy and I can't focus. I have to have a clean, cohesive environment. And then I also need to do a little bit of laundry, so. All right, everyone's allowed one area of contained mess in their house, and mine, actually ours, is the top of our dressers that also functions as our printing station. But anyways, I set out my outfit for tomorrow for work. I have this super cute fleece I got on Amazon. It's like this baby blue yellow, and then I'm gonna pair it with my seal blue scrubs, and it's gonna be so cute. Okay, let's chat about dentistry. For a long time, I was a LaCroix lover, but I'm hooked on Spindrift now. It just has a little bit more flavor and it's just the perfect amount. This was the holiday flavor, but I bought a big one from Costco. It's like cran raspberry. If you guys keep up with the vlogs, you'll know that I moved from Arizona to California, and that required me getting a new dental license. So I waited like 2 to 3 months for that. And then my malpractice insurance took like almost 2 months as well, and you can't get that started until you have a practice. So I had all these crazy delays. Anyways, I applied for some jobs that I was excited about, and I have been doing interviews in the meantime. But in terms of actually working, I've actually been temping. So if you're in the dental field, you probably are familiar with temping, at least from the hygienist perspective, because there's a lot of temporary hygienists. Basically, I like to describe it like substitute teaching. Let's say a dentist is out like on maternity leave, or they just call out sick, or they have a vacation and the office doesn't want to completely shut down the schedule, because basically without a doctor there, it's hard to run the practice, because even if you have a hygienist and they can practice independently, then the patients can't get exams, etc. So on occasions like that, that's when they call in a temp dentist. And that's what I've been doing in the meantime. And this appealed to me for a couple reasons. First of all, I worked at 2 offices in Arizona that, to be quite honest, they both sucked the life out of me. There are things about dentistry that I do find fulfilling, but it is quite an exhausting career. And I do feel like I complain a lot about it, but you guys know I'm honest in my reviews, and I'm also going to be honest about my life experience. And dentistry truly is mentally, physically, and emotionally very exhausting. So my first 2 jobs weren't ideal for a couple of reasons, but you truly don't know what an office is going to be like until you actually work there. Even if you shadow a full day, you don't know what it's like. You don't know what your schedule is going to be like, honestly, until you're there for a little while. And I honestly am just like kind of traumatized by my experiences, and really didn't want to enter into a full-time long-term contract right off the bat. So temping seemed like an interesting opportunity, because basically I can go to a different office every day of the week. I can go to corporate offices, I can go to private practices. I've never actually worked in a private practice, so, but now I have through temping. Another thing that's stressful about dentistry is you have to make sure your schedule is productive enough in order for you to get paid. So dentists are mostly paid on a percentage of what the overall production they do for the day. And a lot of that is just dictated by what the practice has to offer in terms of patients. And with temping, I just set my own hourly rate, and they just cut me a check at the end of the day. So I don't have to worry about production. Some offices you do more than others. Like some offices, you just literally are doing hygiene checks all day. And some offices, they stack the schedule a little bit more. Like one of the offices I went to last week, I did like 4 crowns and quite a few restorations, but it still like worked overall. So I'm not having to enter into any sort of contract. I can choose my own schedule. Like let's say I have some travel, I don't have to request time off. I can just not book any shifts. I've mostly been finding my temp shifts through Princess Dental Staffing and Cloud Dentistry. There are a couple others, but I feel like they're more hygiene focused. I've had the most luck with like dentist shifts through these ones. Basically, I just go to the office, I bring a copy of my W-9, a copy of my malpractice, and I've gotten questions about how my malpractice works. Basically how mine works is I have one office listed as like my primary office, and then I'm covered for the entire state of California, so I can work anywhere. And I also just bring a copy of my license, my loops. I also recently ordered some burrs, because a lot of offices don't have the burrs that I like for crown preps. Honestly, they're not that expensive, and it cuts my crown prep time in half. So I'm just gonna bring a couple of my favorite burrs. And that's it. So I'm kind of paid more as a contractor rather than like a classic W-2 employee, which I do need to do some more research, but potentially leaves me open to being able to take some like tax write-offs for like my DEA I just had to renew, my malpractice that I pay, and then also potentially mileage driving places. So yeah, that is what I've been doing. I'm gonna take you along to one of my shifts tomorrow. Tomorrow I am going to an office that I have been before. It's the busy one, but it's also January and people tend to no-show in January. And honestly, it's kind of nice. And also literally as I was just putting away some of my clothes, I got another job offer on Cloud Dentistry for a permanent position, and it's actually like close by to me, which is like really nice because I wouldn't even have to get on the freeway, which in LA is a gift. They're actually gonna call me and we're gonna do a little phone interview on the way home from work tomorrow. Then I have another interview on Thursday. So I've just been getting my feelers out there, just seeing how the office culture and how offices differ from Arizona to LA. For the rest of the night, I just have like a couple emails to do, gotta eat dinner, and then relax a little bit. Ian and I have been watching The Pit. If you like a medical drama, The Pit is so good. It's like very medically accurate, funny. It really captures your attention. Like I have no desire to like, you know, try to do any emails while I'm watching the show. It's also so emotionally devastating. Like every other episode, I'm crying. And I have not really enjoyed a TV show in a while. So anyways, when he gets home, we're gonna start episode 1 of season 2, which I'm so excited about. Yes, just in the nick of time. My burrs arrived. Where is it? Oh my gosh. I thought the package was empty. I like to use KR burrs because I like to do a shoulder margin. In case you're curious, it's the 847 KR 016. That is my favorite burr. I use this for everything. I even like to use it for class 2 fillings. Okay, a little later than I normally do dinner. I just like, I'm honestly not super hungry, but Ian ordered too many meal prep things. He just won't eat lunch at work if he doesn't bring something pre-made, which like, I get it. So I honestly know nothing about this. He ordered this from Locale, I don't know. This is the organic chicken pesto bowl. It all comes in these little like glass jars. I don't think this is available everywhere, but it's available in LA at least. So I'm gonna make one. It comes with some pesto, and then it has like a parchment paper thing that you take out and then you heat everything below it. So let's see how this goes. I do usually like to cook my own dinner, but he ordered too many of these and you have to eat them before they go bad. Good morning. I'm basically all ready to go. This office is in the valley, and since I'm kind of like reverse commute for that, it's only like 40 minutes to get there. And if this is in traffic to get there, it would take like an hour and a half. So of course I woke up feeling tired, so I put some eye patches on and I'll take those off when we get there. Still using my Buff Bunny Game Changer bag, of course. I put my lunch in a little secret compartment. I haven't really been feeling coffee lately, so I'm gonna drink one of these yerba mates. So this office is a private practice, and to my understanding, they have 2 doctors, and one of them is currently on maternity leave. And instead of hiring someone like for the whole time, which I would suspect can be hard to do, they've just been hiring temps. I get the cats ready for the day. I gotta get their heated blanket on. Pinto is already ready for his warmies. Yes, buddy. Got my smoothie ready. I told you guys the fleece outfit combo would be super cute. And I'm not even bothering to bring my Kindle today because, like, let's be real, when do I ever have time to read at work? But yeah, it's about 7:10. I'm gonna go because if I'm not early, I'm late. So I will see you guys there. Okay, I'm back and changed. I try to get out of my scrubs as soon as I can, but today was good. This office just has like, it's a little bit old school, like Tafelmeyer bands, traditional PVS impressions, and paper charting. paper charting is the worst part, which I don't understand because they have Dentrix. Like, the x-rays are not film. Like, they have Dentrix because we use it for like the x-rays and like perio charting, but everything else is on paper charts. So although I hate handwriting, I have figured it out, but I really like the assistants there. The front desk staff is really nice. This is my second time at this office. And then they also, like, if a patient's insurance hasn't approved their crown, they'll have me like do the build-up and then bring the patient back for the crown. I'm like, it's so much faster for everyone if we just do the build-up and crown at the same time. The schedule today was pretty sporadic though. Like, I feel like a lot of people canceled and then they tried to call to get a lot of people in. And then some patients were waiting, which wasn't ideal, but like, honestly, this office kind of like does whatever with the schedule and I never know what's coming. So I've gotten a lot better about not feeling bad when things go behind and it's not my fault. Like, none of that was my fault, but the patients at this practice are also all super nice, so that's worked out. And today I did like 2 cleanings and all fillings, no crowns, even though I brought my special crown burst. And then I just had my phone interview at this office. The main reason why I'm entertaining this office is because it's less than 10 minutes away from me, which is so enticing considering I just drove an hour and 15 minutes home. When I went to this office this morning, it was like 45 minutes home, an hour and 15, and I just like hate sitting in traffic. But I have been listening to some audiobooks. I'm currently listening to The Songbird and Heart of Stone. This is book 3, I think, in the Crowns of Nyaxia series by Carissa Broadbent. She is the author of one of my favorite series, Daughter of No Worlds. If you haven't read Daughter of No Worlds, life-changing. So I've been listening to Songbird. Anyways, I'm entertaining this office because they are so close to me, which would be so nice because I didn't get home until 6:45 today. And I woke up at 6. So that's like 12-hour day gone. Anyways, this office is just 1 day a week, so I would definitely have to like supplement with other offices or even just like continue temping on other days. But I'm honestly enjoying learning more about every office and also using different like systems too, because in my previous offices we used Epic and then Dentrix Ascend. So it's been nice using offices with different things, but they're also looking for hygiene and simple fillings, which it could be nice to just have like a super easy day of just doing hygiene and fillings. And the practice owner knows that I'm a doctor, but she was like, are you okay if I like have to leave one day and you'll be by yourself? I'm like, girl, I've always been by myself. Like, I've never had another dentist in my office. So yeah, also I'm a full doctor myself. It was just like a weird question. I was like, yeah, like that's fine. So in 2 weeks, I'm just gonna go do a working interview there and see how that goes. She also asked if patients like generally like me. And I'm like, what do you think I'm going to say to the answer of this question? Like, obviously I'm gonna say that they do, even though it is true. Like, every assistant I've worked with has told me I'm a great doctor and that they enjoy working with me, and the assistants see everything that you do. So that's always a big compliment. And at a lot of these offices I've temped at, the patients are like, oh, I hope to see you next time. And I'm like, probably won't, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, it's 7:30 and I'm just now eating dinner. So we're gonna eat some dinner, watch some TV, and just crash because I'm pretty tired. Okay, good morning you guys. It's around 7 o'clock. Getting ready to go to the gym. I'm making my pre-workout. I use the Prolific Sour Peach Candy. That's my favorite. And then I don't even think I've updated the vlog, but I've been taking creatine for like 2 to 3 months now, and I think I'm finally starting to see the effects. I tried creatine years ago, and I don't know, it just didn't make me feel very good. I felt like I was getting very bloated. I think I was trying to load the creatine, which you don't technically have to do. But now I've been using creatine for like I said, 2 to 3 months, and I do feel like I'm finally seeing the effects. I don't know if I'm necessarily like more muscle mass, but I definitely have been getting stronger at the gym. Creatine is one of the most studied supplements in terms of athletic performance, but it also has cognitive benefits. So, and from what I've seen, very little side effects. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated, but I do feel like I am noticing a difference. Anyways, we're going to the gym. I decided to pull this outfit out of the archives. This is This is the Buff Bunny Posh Knit halter bra. I just wish it wasn't a halter. And then we have the OG Buff Bunny Posh Knit leggings, which they should have never changed. They tried to bring them back as the aggressive scrunch Posh Knit, but these are the best. Anyways, it is push full body day at the gym today. And then I have an interview at an office at like 12-ish. And then I'm meeting my friend this afternoon and we're gonna go to Color Me Mine and do some pottery. Anyways, just gonna finish my pre-workout and head to the gym. Okay, so I did not have time to wash my hair because by the time we took Ian's car into the shop, I showered. There's no time. So we did a little slick back moment. I'm going to an interview. Dental interviews tend to be very chill. I just kind of go see the office, we see if we vibe, and then they decide if they want to hire me. That's one nice thing about dentistry is I already have the degree, so they don't need to like really like test you on a lot. So here's what I'm wearing. It's actually going to be like 70 degrees today. I have my cute little Aritzia sweater. I wear this all the time. It's adorable. And then my pants are a little bit wrinkled, but I don't have time to care. These are the tailored pants that Petula dropped a little bit ago. They could be a little bit longer for me, but I think it's fine. And then I think I'm just gonna throw on some Vejas to be comfortable. And then I just did a little clean girl makeup, some concealer, blush, some brows, just so I look a bit more put together. I feel like I've been gone all day. Anyways, I went to the interview and it was in the cutest little town. It's like close to the beach, cute little shopping center area. It's a tiny little 3 operatory practice and it's like it's in this little like square with a couple other doctor's offices, and there's an endodontist right next door that the doctor refers to. I did walk in and see paper charts, but they don't actually use the paper charts. They're just like in the process of getting rid of them, but they do use Dentrix, so that's nice. They also have a scanner. They have iTero, which I've never used the iTero scanner, and the doctor who owns the practice basically only does like restorative and clear aligners, which are my favorite things to do. So he refers out all of the endo and the oral surgery, which I usually refer out most of the oral surgery. I will do some extractions myself, and it is honestly hard to find an office in Southern California that doesn't want you to do like molar endo, so it's nice that they support me referring because they do the same. He also showed me like a couple weeks of the schedule and it seems very doable, especially coming from like having worked in corporate for a while. Like the schedule definitely seems nice. The pay he suggested was also very fair. So yeah, that's basically how a dental interview works. I just like go to the office, we see if we vibe. The doctor had a very like calm demeanor and seemed like a very nice, collected person. So I feel like we would get along well in that way. And I honestly just like really thought the office was in a beautiful area and it would make me like happy to be there. So went better than expected. I always kind of expect the worst. So I feel like they were being honest and very transparent and showing me a lot. So I do feel like it could be a good fit. But the next step is a working interview. And I used to be scared of doing working interviews, but now that I've temped a lot at like different offices, I feel like it's just like another day of temping and I feel like I can jump into things pretty quickly. So I actually welcome the idea of a working interview so I can actually see what the day is like and I don't have to like commit long term. And he even said like, okay, after the working interview, we could always just like commit to like a month or 2 and see how it goes, which I like because again, you really just don't know a practice until you work there. So it was about 30 minutes away. I need to see what it's gonna be like in like rush hour traffic, but I think it's like reverse commute, so should be okay. And then I met up with my friend to do some pottery painting at Color Me Mine. I like had barely eaten before, so I stopped and got a bagel, which I thought was Pop-Up Bagels, like the famous New York place that has opened up in LA. It was not. It was a place called Pop's Bagels, which had a similar font. So I just got a regular bagel. And then I painted this little plate. I have like a little plate decor stand here that I currently have this like kind of summery fruit plate on. And when I looked up some inspo on TikTok, I saw this girl do this hydrangea mug. So we'll see how it turns out after it's fired in the kiln and everything in a week or two. And then I do have a CE class at 6. It is recorded and I'm like really tempted to skip, but I really think I should. I prefer watching it live, and I had to miss one over the holidays. The class is called Modern Caryology, and it's very focused on the chemical level of caries, which is the scientific term for cavities, the disease process that causes cavities. So it's very focused on that on the chemical level, which I feel like we obviously got into in dental school, but not to the level that like I would want to. So it's a very like academic focused class, which as a school loving girly, I have really enjoyed. And it also goes more into the science behind certain ingredients and why they may or may not work, which has been very eye-opening to see how many dental products just throw the kitchen sink into their product and don't take into account that these ingredients actually interact with each other and can cancel each other out like entirely, or do the exact opposite of what they're trying to do. So it's been really nice to learn a little bit more about that. Okay, good morning. We skipped through to the weekend because I wanted to show you guys one of my favorite things to do over the weekend. But I also wanted to share, I feel like everyone feeds their dogs like really high quality food these days, but there aren't as many like cat food brands. But the brand Smalls, this is not sponsored. We bought this all ourselves. It's like freshly made cat food with minimal ingredients. And I think I've shared in previous vlogs, but like Peach had quite a year last year with like GI issues and everything. And we couldn't really find a food that like really worked for her. We actually tried Smalls back when we lived in Vegas like years ago, and the cats did not like it at all. I think they've really improved their formulas, and specifically you guys just saw Pinto. Literally, he couldn't even wait to eat, and Pinto is such a picky eater. He doesn't even like most food, but for some reason the Smalls smooth pig, he licks his plate clean. And if you guys know Pinto, like that is so unusual. Like normally he just has like a couple bites, comes back in a couple hours, sniffs it, and it's like meh, I think I'm good. Like if I didn't work hard to make sure he ate all of his food all of the time, like he would be malnourished. So the fact that this is the best food he's ever had, like just makes me so happy that he enjoys eating it. So I do feel really good about giving them this food, and they really like it, which is like, I feel like that's a rare combo for it to be really good for them and for them to like it. Anyways, heading to the gym. I'm wearing the new Buff Buddy Posh Knit bodysuit. They made some changes and then they didn't let us try them before the launch, which was annoying, but the changes are actually all good. Like it feels great, fits great, adjustable straps, built-in bra, just the best bodysuit. And I think because my gym is like an open air gym and it gets pretty cold, I've been like into an oversized tee lately. So I got, which is like very unlike me, but all of a sudden I've been into like a graphic tee. So I got this little Buff Bunny graphic tee, and I thought the yellow like in the blue kind of went with this, and then I'll probably just like tuck it up in the back. Anyways, in terms of what you missed the past couple days, I had another temp day. I just like sometimes can't vlog like every single day of the week. I don't know how people do it, so you guys get a couple days. I also called to confirm my temp shift for Monday, and they said I only had like a crown and like an SRP on the schedule. So anyways, the plan is to go to the gym on our little scooter. We have a little like Vespa scooter thing, and then go to get bagels after at the best bagel place. I've been trying all the bagels around LA. I'm not even a bagel girl, but unfortunately these like aesthetic bagels, they really are that good. Like they really are. So then we're gonna go to my favorite bagel place afterwards, because we've been too busy trying all the other bagel places that I finally decided on my favorite, and we need to go back there. So. Okay, we're back. We went to the gym, did a little pull day, and then we got our bagels. It's just so good. Like, I know, if you told me a year ago that my favorite food would be a bagel, I would say that you're a liar, but they're so good. Like the fresh produce, amazing. And then we stopped by the farmer's market and we got some berries that are really good. And then we also got some Satsuma oranges, which were also amazing.
77 degrees today.
Yeah, it's literally 77 degrees and sunny out. It's January and it's 77 degrees. It's actually such a beautiful day. Like, everyone is out having an amazing time. Anyways, I'm just gonna have a boring rest of the day doing some editing, some other work to prepare for some filming tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for watching. We're bringing the vlogs back in 2026. I like to do like a vlog a month. So if you have anything you guys want me to show you, talk about, please let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey. Hi. You want to say goodbye?